Well, everyone, the iPhone 12 is one of the strangest and most interesting phones I've ever seen and had in my life. Now, here's the thing about this device. I'm a fan of it. I like it. I really don't have anything against it. But the thing with the iPhone 12 is that when I look at all the iPhones that are surrounding this device, including the iPhone 11s and the iPhone 13s, there is a pretty big gap, in my opinion, of purchasing the iPhone 12 and looking at the successors and the predecessors, and I just don't see a big reason to even buy this phone, to be honest. And this includes the iPhone 12 mini. But if we look at something like the iPhone 12, most people will assume that the iPhone 11 is only $100 cheaper than the iPhone 12, but that's not quite the case. The iPhone 11 brand new costs $499, which is for the base model, and that's actually a pretty decent price to pay for a phone like that. I mean, that is a really capable phone. But for the iPhone 12 series, that iPhone 12, not the 12 mini, but the 12, is actually $699. And the iPhone 11, in my opinion, is a better phone than the iPhone 12 mini because of the battery life in it. I like a bigger size. But the iPhone 12 is $200 more expensive than the iPhone 11. So that makes very little sense to purchase, in my opinion, in that standpoint. And another thing to keep in mind is that for the same price tag of the iPhone 12, if you were to spec it out at 128 gigabytes, for that price tag, it's only about $50 cheaper than an iPhone 13. So for the base model iPhone 12, you're paying, 64 gigabytes, that's $200 more expensive. But if you try to get a 128 gigabyte iPhone 12, you're actually going to be getting it for $50 cheaper than an iPhone 13 for 128 gigabytes. So that makes even little sense to purchase that iPhone 2. I mean, when you look at the price tag, let alone the iPhone 12, how good it was or bad it was or whatever, when you look at the price tag differences, it genuinely makes sense to either purchase the iPhone 11 that came out a year before or to purchase the latest iPhone that came out a year after. It really doesn't make any sense to pick up this iPhone unless you were given this phone or you're gifted this phone or this is the specific iPhone you're looking at. You can get it for a cheaper price or whatever the case is. If you're not specifically looking for the iPhone 12, I don't really see any reason to pick up this iPhone, in my opinion. On top of that, there was another massive issue with the iPhone 12's battery health. I've talked about this quite a lot, and I think some of you and most of you probably already know this by now, but the iPhone 12's had this battery degradation problem, and I wasn't really a fan of it, to be honest, and I don't know anybody who would be a fan of that, and it did cause a lot of issues for a lot of iPhone 12 owners, and that makes even less sense to go ahead and pick up this phone as well. It would make way more sense to pick up something like the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 13s. I liked the iPhone 12. I used the iPhone 12 Pro for about a year, and I had a good time with it overall, but I just don't think it's worth the extra money, and I do think it's worth the extra money to go up to something like the iPhone 13. So I just don't see any reason to buy the iPhone 12 anymore, to be honest. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.